Hi, you guys. It's Mama Mia. And today we'll be doing a no foundation face routine with just black on makeup. So I know I sound, so positive about this video, but baby, this was a complete fail. Just stay tuned, like, comment, and subscribe, and please keep watching the buffoonery. Okay, so not too much on me in the ways this looks. I know I look crazy. I struggled so hard with my eyebrows, and it's not a typical thing. My lashes was the easiest thing, which it should have been the sign for me that this video was going to be crazy, but whatever. So we're going to go ahead and start off with our Juvia'S Place concealer in the color 16. So you'll see me here. I'm just picking it up. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. I believe I will be showing you the color of the bottom. On the bottom, I'm sorry. And then, again, not too much on my nails either because, yeah, the struggle. But, yeah, so I'm just showing you guys the color. I was so, shocked at how big this was. I could not believe it was so big. I have the mini version, and I felt like the mini version held a lot of products. So, that big one definitely shocked me. You can see, me checking the time, and I'm like, oh, my gosh, time is running out. And then I'm sitting there so nervous to apply it. You'll see it in my face. I'm just like, ooh, I don't know how this is going to go. You guys, I already started off nervous. I'm trying to beat time, and then I'm trying new products. And you'll see in the video that a lot of the brushes that I used are not typical brushes that I use. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, so I'm just applying it underneath my eyes. You're going to see me apply a little on my forehead, I believe, my nose, on top of my lip, and then on my chin. So then you'll see here, I'm just letting the concealer dry down. I like to let my concealer dry a little bit. I feel like it gives more coverage. So here I am dancing, procrastinating, letting time fly. And then I want to say that's the Real Techniques 320 brush. No, I'm sorry, 300 brush. Y'all, you'll see in the video. I don't know why I use this brush. I freaking hate it. And I thought that this was another brush that I typically use, but this is not the brush I use. You can see it in my face. Look at me. I'm like, what is this? I don't like the way it, I don't know, it just makes little streaks on your face. I probably don't know how to use it correctly, but I like to use this different Real Techniques brush. I thought that this was that. No, it wasn't. And yeah, your girl struggled. So that was failure number one. So here I am just blending, trying to get it all blended together with this brush that I do not like. So here we are at fail number 2. This is when I realized that I use way too much product. And you could just see it on my face. I just keep trying to change the lighting because I'm like, there's no way that this looks like that. There's no way. But as you can see, I'm definitely trying my hardest to just keep blending it out. And I'm just coming to the realization wow, failure number 2. So as you can see, we're going straight in for the kill. Here I am about to use the Juvia'S Place concealer in the color 13. This is closest to my skin color, so I do use this for underneath the concealer just to blend out that color corrector, and so it won't be such a harsh line. Yeah, I'm using a brush that I hate. I know. At this point, I was just not making great decisions at all. So that's another failure of mine. I was using the Real Techniques complexion blender brush. I like this brush, but not for this particular step in my makeup routine. And you'll see I keep checking it and trying to make sure that it does what it's supposed to do. At this point, I was giving up hope. I did not have any hope in my makeup, but I just had to keep going because we were running out of time. So now I'm going to use the Juvia'S Place concealer in the color number 9 as my contour shade. And I decided at this point, we're not going to keep making all these crazy mistakes. So what I decided to do was I decided to put it on the Morphe brush. I'm not sure what number it is, but I put it on the Morphe brush and then applied it to my face. Because I'm like, we're making way too many mistakes. There's no way that I'm going to put too much contour on my face. Like, I just can't go through that right now. So here I am, drawing the line for my contour, and then I'm going to go in with the Maybelline foundation brush to blend it out. You'll see me keep going back in to kind of fix it a little bit because I also don't like this brush. I don't know why I'm using it. But at this point, we were just trying to make it do what it do. I was trying to use brushes that weren't dirty so that I can get the full effect of the makeup products. But yeah, I should have just washed my brushes and stopped being lazy. Here we are. You know, I understand. But here I am. I'm going to take that same, I took that same Morphe brush and just did my nose contour. And then I took a Mata, I want to say it's the 804 brush to blend out my nose contour. It didn't do exactly what I needed it to do, which is why I stopped using it. But I forgot why I stopped using it until this video. So you'll see me just keep applying the contour and, you know, bring that color back to my face because, baby, it was not giving at all at this point. So, yeah. So here you'll see me take that same Real Techniques complexion brush, and I'm just using it to blend out the harsh line from the contour. So here you'll see me going back in for the kill again with that Juvia'S Place concealer in the color 13. I was just trying to bring some like sharpness, a little more depth to my face because it was looking, I don't know, it was looking really weird. So I brought this color back out to blend it down and kind of give more of that cut contour type of look. So now I'm taking my Real Techniques beauty sponge and I'm just blending out that harsh line, and you'll see I'll do the same thing because like I said, I wanted the cut, but I didn't want it to be like, you know, I want it to still blend. So I'm doing the same thing on the other side and around my chin. I'm just blending with that brush. Then I'll go in with the beauty sponge and try to get rid of that harsh line just so everything looks seamless and clean. And here we are at fail number 5,722. You'll see where I tried to go in and clean up my nose contour. And yes, I used the wrong color. I used my contour color instead of my concealer color. And yeah, that's when I knew. I said, you know what? This is definitely going to have to be a failed video because what? So yeah, here I am just taking my Q-tip and cleaning it off with the Q-tip, and then I'll go back in and try to fix it as much as possible with those same concealer and contour colors, and then of course the beauty blender. This is crazy. So this is when I realized that I took away majority of my contour when I tried to blend it out. So I just went back in with that same Morphe brush in the same contour shade and added the color back to my forehead. I went ahead and blended it out with the same foundation brush and then went back in with the complexion brush and just blended out the harsh lines. And although a lot went wrong during this makeup look, I will say that all the shades that I've been using so far have been really beautiful, really wonderful, and they definitely do blend into the skin so nicely. And here I am gaining back some type of hope and just letting you guys know to please trust the process. At this point, as you can see on my face, yeah, we were definitely running out of time, but we just had to keep pushing through and keep going to finish the makeup look. So here I'm just blending out any creases, any imperfections that I'm seeing. I use all the same brushes for everything. And I'm just going in to do this step before we apply our setting powder because we want to make sure that our setting powder is setting on the correct base. As you can see, I definitely was running out of time. You'll see it in my face. I'm looking at the clock like, oh my goodness. But I definitely did begin to get a little more hope once everything started to blend together. So as you can see, it was time to set this face. And I wasn't sure if the color was on the front of the box, like the name of the color or not. I just know that I picked the lightest shade of translucent powder that I saw in the store because that just made the most sense. So here I am just showing you guys. I definitely did struggle a little bit just to get in the box, but whatever. You'll see when I first open the box, I can tell it's a little bit dark, but I'm thinking it's just because of the container. And then I opened it and I realized, no, I was wrong. It's definitely the wrong shade. So there goes yet another fail. But as a baddie would, I just went ahead and grabbed my translucent powder from Laura Mercier. I grabbed the translucent powder, my trusty girl, and I went ahead and applied that to my face so that I could just get a move on because at this point, time was not on my side. So as you can see, after letting it sit for about a couple seconds, I went ahead with that same Real Technique sponge and just pressed in that setting powder. I like to let it sit for just a second so that I can make sure I'm avoiding all creasing. I took the same Morphe brush that I used to contour with, and whatever leftover product was on the brush, I redid the contour for my nose just a little bit because I noticed that the color was gone once I set in that setting powder. Then I took the Mata brush that I used before as well to blend it out as much as possible. After that, I went ahead and took my Real Techniques beauty sponge and I lightly dabbed to blend it out, make sure that we're avoiding all harsh lines. So as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and grab that bronzer duo in the color dark from Juvia'S Place. Yes, I did say dark. I grabbed dark because I was just going off of the picture in Ulta. They didn't have any testers to look at, and why I didn't look it up online, I'm not sure. As you can see, once again, another disappointment because the color is way too dark. And as I was looking at it, I noticed that I can see the swatch marks and how someone, I guess they smeared it on the side and everything. So of course that's definitely going back. I did go ahead and just take my Benefit Hoola bronzer in the original shade and I took an e.l.f. blush brush and I just started going to work, just trying to bring that color back to my face after setting my face. And don't mind my face. I was just like, wow, I should have known. So when I opened up the blush duo palette from Juvia'S Place, I got it in the color Volume 4. It was wonderful. So when I opened it up, as you can see, it had bubble wrap and everything. And when I opened the bronzer duo, it did not. So that's just a tip for you all that if you open a product and it doesn't have bubble wrap, 9 times out of 10, it's already been opened. So as you can see, I'm just showing you guys the products. And when I opened it, I was like, OMG, it is so gorgeous, so beautiful. I definitely was hyped. So I just took whatever rose gold fluffy brush I had and dug into the product. And yeah, yeah, you saw that. Yep, the brush broke. I just cannot win for losing in this video. And when I said fail, you guys thought I was kidding. Fail is what I did. But I stuck it back on there. I went ahead, tapped the excess product off once again. And I went in with that blush, bringing it upwards towards my eyebrow area, sort of. And I just kept blending and blending and blending. And just, I'm not going to lie, you guys, it was beautiful. Like, do you see that? Do you see this product? It looks so amazing on the skin. I loved it so much. So here I'm just going in with my Maybelline Fit Me foundation powder in the color 332. And I'm taking some random beauty supply store brush I found. So when I was in my Ulta, I didn't find any foundation powders from Juvia'S Place. I'm not sure why they don't hold them, but I didn't see any. So I'm just going back to my trusty old Fit Me foundation powder because she never fails me, like, you know, like I felt myself in this video. So So I sprayed my face off camera, did my bottom lash mascara, and now I'm just adding back some of that blush that got taken away after I blended out my setting spray. Here I am just trying to make everything look seamless, and as you can see at the end, I was completely fed up. this is the look. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more.